Grumpy Vegan Grandad here, and today is Thursday the 6th of February, my dad's birthday, and I'm outside Tulip Meats. It's an all day vigil, and I'm going to spend a couple of hours here talking to guys, seeing what's going on. Hear the pigs screaming already, and see what's going on. So I'm here with filmmaker, documentary maker James Aldridge, and I believe you've come quite a distance today. Where have you come over from?
Redditch near Birmingham. So
yeah,
3-hour drive.
And what made you come to this Tulip? I mean, there's plenty down there. So what drew you towards the Ashton Line one?
This is the place that, well, this is what did it for me, made me vegan. It was I came here to do some welding work. I was only here a few hours. And what I saw in there, I entered a meat eater, I came out vegan.
Really?
That was it. It's horrendous. It's the only way I can explain it.
So could you describe it? Would you be willing to describe what you saw in there?
Oh.
I mean, it's alright if you don't want to go through it again, but
I saw them being kicked and beaten to get off the lorries. It's the panic, the screaming. You can see it in their eyes. The first lorry had moved out of the way. When the second lorry came into position, they knew what was coming. You could see it. They were scrambling over each other. Like I say, screaming, panicking. It was horrendous.
I mean, they've been proven to be more intelligent than dogs.
Yeah.
And if you put dogs in that situation, even they would know exactly what's happening. You've got a higher sense of smell, so they can smell blood. And I mean, how far away would you say the kill floor is from where the pigs are actually stored? Did you ever get sort of into that side of it?
I only saw parts of it.
Right.
I didn't see the gas chambers. I didn't see that.
So what's your intention now? I see you here filming. You've got some nice equipment there, and you're here filming. So what's your intention today to do with the footage?
Upload to YouTube.
And have you got a YouTube channel?
I have, yeah.
And what can you tell us what the YouTube channel is?
JJ Film Studios.
JJ Film Studios.
Yeah.
Right.
It will be on there soon.
Well,
I've got a few other places to visit and
document
that as well.
Oh, great! Well, I look forward to seeing it. I'm going to put a link down below for you guys to have a look when he finally releases this footage. But in the meantime, let's go and have a look at what's happening out the front. Thanks for that, James. Appreciated, mate. Okay, so here we are outside Tulip with one of the protesters.
Hi.
And this is Lynn, my friend.
Hello,
how are you
Lynn,
doing?
my friend. I'm fine, how are you?
I'm
you
good,
right?
I'm
Not
good.
seen you for a while now.
I know, I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man, but I always try and get here and do my little bit.
know.
So what's happening today? It's an all-day vigil. Why is it an all-day vigil?
Well, we have an all-day vigil every now and then, every so many months. It's from 8 o'clock till 4 in the afternoon.
Right.
What time's it now? About
Oh, don't even look at the time.
about 10 or something,
Don't look
and
at the
I
time.
believe 8 trucks have been through so far.
Okay.
About 300 on a truck, isn't there? So, yeah. So that's what we're here for, to show people that we care about these animals and that you can actually live without eating them.
We can. I mean, you're a fine example. How long have you been vegan now?
2 years. 2-year anniversary was last weekend.
And how are you finding it? Are you dying of protein deficiency?
Yeah, I'm in
B12?
I'm in
Are you going off your head?
I'm in hospital all the time, as you can see, I'm starving, and
So what made you
looking a bit
go?
dark.
I mean, I know you're not supposed to ask a lady her age, but
Yeah.
what decade are you in? Are you in the?
I'm a 60s child, so
Oh, okay.
this year I'll actually be, in August, I'll be 59 in
Right.
August.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, nice. So what has turned someone who's eaten meat for 50 years,
About 50
55 years of their life
Yeah.
to suddenly go vegan? What was the trigger?
Well, I always thought that I loved animals because I used to be against, or still am against, fox hunting and bullfighting. So I used to sort of rant and rave about that, and
Yeah.
then it sort of clicked one day. Thought I'm an animal lover, but I'm going into KFC and Burger King and all that, eating all that crap, and I realised that actually I'm not an animal lover. I'm just a pet lover. So I found that was a bit hypocritical.
So did you not find? Was there nothing in particular? You didn't see anything online. You didn't see anything on TV.
Yeah,
What actually triggered it? You didn't just.
No. It's lots of stuff on social media. I started listening to Earthling Ed and Joey Carbstrong. I was listening to them, and I thought they make sense what they're saying. About all the stuff that they were saying about animals having feelings and emotions and families and friends. And I thought, well, they're just like us, and they want to live just like us. And then I realised that you can actually survive without eating their body parts and wearing leather, and you can actually survive without doing all that, And they have lots of stuff in the stores now. There's no excuse, especially in Europe.
Definitely no excuse. Definitely, and I believe you brought some cake as well today.
Yeah,
so
mate.
I think I'm gonna Going to sample a slice of that or two, if you don't mind.
Yeah, not at all.
Well,
no,
listen, thanks for that, Lynn.
You're very welcome. And go vegan. It's the best thing you'll ever do.
Go vegan.
Yeah.
So I'm here with another guy. What's your name?
Becca.
Becca. And how old are you?
27.
27, so you're a young vegan, not like me, an old bastard. And so what brings you here today?
Too many emotions. Well, we've recently moved to the area. We've always wanted to do vigils and things like that.
Right.
We've been vegan for nearly 4 years, I think it was.
Right, so can I ask you what made you go vegan in the first place?
Just did not want to be contributing to any kind of suffering or anything. I mean,
But how did you know that there was suffering going on? What did you see that triggered you? Can you remember what the trigger was?
well, I've been vegetarian beforehand previously, and I think it was actually a lot of YouTube activists and stuff, because Shane enjoys watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
He did videos himself and stuff.
Right.
And yeah, it just kind of popped up on my Facebook and things like that, and looked a bit more into it, and it just kind of snowballed from there.
So why do you think that now it's so present and so easily accessible on social media and other platforms, and of course my show Vegan Vigil,
Yeah.
How come people aren't making that connection and doing it, do you think? What's your theory on this?
I think ignorance is bliss, really, isn't it? The more you do find out, like, you end up start questioning yourself, and I don't think people just don't want to.
So what you're saying is people don't want to take off the blindfold?
Yeah, from my experience, I think people, as I say, there is a lot of information out there and stuff at the moment, which is brilliant, but as you say, I think people are just choosing, not everybody, I think people are choosing to be ignorant because they know the truth, and change is a big thing in people, isn't it? Like, they don't like change.
Change,
they
yes,
hate it.
and
the more people tell them to do it, I don't want to do it.
Yes, they dig their heels in.
Yeah.
And this is why, I mean, I don't know what your view is on McDonald's, KFC, Subway, all these guys making vegan options, but to me it's a good thing, because what you've just said is that it's inconvenient, they can't be asked. Well, when everything's out there, there's no reason, that's not an excuse anymore.
No, definitely.
It's there.
I don't believe in the whole baby steps and all this, but I think for everyone to go vegan in a heartbeat, it's not going to work.
No.
I want it to, I really want
Of course.
it to, but I think you have to understand the reality of how we act as humans. Can't force people to do it, but I think big chains doing vegan options is amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely
definitely.
amazing.
And once the seed's planted, people start thinking. I mean, I found the most vocal people against it are the most likely to go that way. The quiet ones just ignore you and go away and quietly do what they want. But it's the vocal ones, and people assume that because they're vocal and troll you on the internet that you should give it them back. But I think no, just keep giving them the info and keep bashing them with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I completely agree. Little and often, and I think people will get there. People, even if it's just making small little changes in their day-to-day life. In my opinion, it's better than
Definitely. Well, listen, thanks, and so you can talk. She thought she couldn't talk. She thought she'd gone mute. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I've just talked to your young lady, your better half, definitely your better half, and she's pointed me in your direction. And she tells me that you, Shane, have got a little YouTube channel going on at the moment. And is it vegan related?
It is, yeah.
Of course it is.
The Moral Agent.
Right, the Moral Agent. I'll try and remember to put a link down below for you guys to have a look at that. And I just want to ask, basically, I'm asking everybody the same question. What are you doing here today? It's freezing cold. What are you doing?
It's cold in them trucks as well.
Yes.
The pigs are in. So we're just here saying like a final goodbye, really, to these pigs that are getting sent to death. in a nutshell, that's what it is. These pigs are coming in. I thought that was one.
Yeah, I was about to run
They're
there.
coming in these dark, cramped containers, and just to see a couple of friendly faces at the end.
Maybe, and to let everybody know that they're not just like anonymous victims of the industry. They're personalities,
They're definitely not.
and what was I going to say? Hang on one second, just go silent for a minute. I can continue. Yeah. So, do you think this sort of action has any impact on people? Have you got any first-hand experience of this sort of?
I think when you share it with social media, that's how this really impacts people. Being here on the day is great, but when you're actually sharing the footage and getting it out there and making people aware of what actually goes on day to day, every single day, all throughout the day, 24 hours, that's when it hits people.
Yep.
I remember watching footage online and just seeing it and being like, wow, this happens. And it doesn't really hit home until you watch it, and then when you come to one of these, which I highly recommend people do,
Definitely.
that's when it really hits home, because you can smell it, you can hear it.
Yep.
You just got everything in the atmosphere, and it
definitely
brings everything.
Definitely, mate. And yeah, that disconnection, that distance we have between the neatly packaged, beautiful, chemical treated piece of meat that never goes brown, even though like flesh starts rotting as soon as it's sort of dead. It's people don't realise the process that goes, and it is these horrible cramped journeys. They're not heated, they're not watered, they're scared, they're thrown about because those drivers aren't, they've got to put the brakes on every now and again, and I'm a truck driver myself, so I know what goes on, and it's not a nice journey, and once they get in there, they're subjected to the smells of death, and they know what's going on. And
Of course they do. They're waiting in a line, basically, of, say, for instance, 10 go in, 10 are waiting behind. They know what's going on, they can hear the cries. They have their own language, just because we can't understand it. I'm sure they can understand each other pretty damn well.
Of course they do, yeah.
And, they're screaming in pain. The other pigs in line are going to know exactly what's going on. And
Exactly.
it's bloody horrible.
Well, listen, thanks for coming here today, and
It's all right.
and I look forward to having a look at your channel, Shane.
Thank you.
But thanks for talking to me.
No problem.
Cheers. Hello, mate. Hello. Hello. Okay, so I'm here with two
Ange.
ladies, Ange and
Leslie.
And are you local girls?
No.
Could you tell us where you've come from?
We've driven from Newcastle today.
Newcastle under Lyme?
Newcastle on Tyne.
No way.
We have
That is 2.5 hours drive.
3 with stops.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
oh my god. So, why have you come all the way down to Tulip Meats in Ashton when there's plenty of places up there you could be doing exactly the same at?
We do the same thing in Newcastle, but we have a
Hello,
slaughterhouse.
Fizz.
A slaughterhouse that deals with cows and sheep mainly.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it was just to come and experience the pig slaughterhouse really.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
And give some support because it's the 4-year anniversary of Manchester Pig Save.
That's correct, an
So,
all-day vigil, yeah.
Bums on seats and all that.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Well, I applaud you. That's some journey to. And how many of you have come down here today?
There's 9 of us all together that have travelled down.
Have you come on a minibus? Sorry.
No, 2 separate
Two
cars.
Okay.
vehicles.
Yes, yeah.
Convoy.
Yes.
Convoy,
Vegan convoy.
a convoy down the A1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we upset the lady in the coffee shop because she was expecting no one, and then 9 vegans were asking for plant milk.
Well, that'll teach a warning not to have it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, what do you think of it so far? What I mean, I know it's not like woo, really happy place to be, but what's your thoughts so far?
It's pretty horrendous. When you go down the side
Uh-huh.
there and you can hear the pigs screaming.
Yep.
I mean, initially when you first see them coming in on the trucks,
Uh-huh.
and you can see their eyes and their faces, that's really, really heart-wrenching.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to actually hear them screaming and the length of time that they're screaming for as well, that was
yeah.
what's kind of really shocked me.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just heartbreaking. We don't need to do this, so why is it happening?
The thing that upsets me as well, when you see them in the trucks and their little faces and they look terrified, is because 98% of pigs in the UK don't see daylight until the day that they're slaughtered.
Isn't that cruel?
So, and I can just imagine the terror. The sun's coming up, it's shining through the slats. They've never seen it before, they don't know what it is. Their eyes will be sore.
You know, every day's a school day, and I never realised that. I never thought about that, So thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah.
And
But the camaraderie is amazing for all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
activists,
yeah.
and it's nice to stand by people that
Yeah.
are aware of what's going on and that they care. So now that's a wonderful feeling, and
could I ask, are your families vegan?
My husband is.
My husband is.
Yeah.
You're
all
very
the
lucky.
children
My
aren't,
family
but
are
I'm
not.
working on him.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And do you wish, I mean, how long have you both been vegan yourselves?
4 years.
3 years, vegetarian 23 before
Yeah.
that.
Vegetarian 32.
Was that enforced vegetarianism, or what made you go down the vegetarian route to start with? Because I find that amazing that people, I mean, I'm assuming you're over 30, you guys,
Only
a
a year or
push.
two.
I was 12
Yeah.
when I went vegetarian.
And it wasn't a very common
It was-
thing back in the day,
No,
so
it was for the animals. I loved animals.
how did you make the connection though? I don't get, because I'm vegan 5 years now, and I never made the connection. I even laughed at vegans at a wedding dude that I was at once, and I could never make the connection, so why did I not make that connection? But you guys did. I don't.
It was lamb for me, because when I was a kid and we used to eat all these different foods, and it was sausages, steak, it had all these different names, and then when my mum was like, oh, we're having lamb, and one day I just said to her, what do you mean by lamb? Like, what do you actually mean, lamb?
Right.
And she was like, lamb. And I was like, little baby lambs, like lambs. And she was like, yeah, lambs. And I was like, well, I don't want to eat lambs.
So that was
So
the
I stopped
turning
eating
point.
lamb,
Right.
and then soon after that I was like, I don't want to eat any meat. I just don't want to eat meat. And just stopped when I was 12. But I never made the connection with dairy until, because I was a happy vegetarian, seeing the world through rose-tinted glasses, I didn't make the.
And you felt like you were doing your bit.
Felt like I was doing my bit. I didn't need to see any slaughter footage or anything because I knew.
Yeah.
And then.
I think the dairy is the big surpriser for everybody. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
and there's one question I ask a lot of lady vegans, and why do you think? I mean, we all know the answer, but I thought I'd ask you two anyway. Why do you think the majority of vegans are ladies, are female? Is it the motherly instincts, do you think, or what is it?
I think it probably is
I
to
think,
some extent.
yeah, maybe maybe we're less afraid of our emotions, and sometimes perhaps
the macho thing, you think?
yeah, the macho
less
thing
football,
is definitely
Because
a factor.
meat is marketed at men.
Yes,
It's the big manly
absolutely.
thing to eat.
Yeah.
Eat these big steaks and
Absolutely, and it's good for you. It'll make you big and strong,
Yes.
and all that kind of stuff. So I totally think that's got something to do with
But
it.
that is changing with documentaries like The Game Changers.
Changers.
yeah,
Yes,
definitely. That was
yeah.
a big turning point
Totally,
in
yeah.
in athletics and fitness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and there's celebrities as well, like Lewis Hamilton and all the vegan celebrities, Joaquin Phoenix and stuff. They're actually, it's so public now
Yeah,
that men aren't afraid to, to say
Come
how they
out.
feel.
It's a coming out, isn't it? Really.
Yeah,
I mean,
yes.
I know a lot of guys who are like vegan and they don't like to tell people because they're scared of the backlash. And they're scared of their masculinity being dented, and it's ridiculous.
And cooking as well, like if you've got a wife that cooks for you, and to ask that wife can you just completely change the way that you do everything, please? I think a lot of men don't want to.
Well, I do my own cooking anyway. All my family are meat eaters, and I do my own cooking.
Yeah. But I think that can be a hurdle.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
But
definitely.
it's
You've got to be
changing.
able to cook.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
definitely.
changing.
It is.
Well, listen, thank
rapidly.
you so much for coming down. Thank you for making your presence felt, and that is one epic journey to come and see us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right, so I'm here with, what's your name?
Becky
Becky.
from the Wirral.
From the Wirral, so you've come down from the beautiful part of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like the Wirral. And is this your first vigil?
It is. It's the first. I went to Wigan about 2 weeks ago.
And what did you think of that?
It was just seeing the trucks going in with the cows in it. But today it's just been like when I went round the back when I first come. It's just horrific.
I mean, they know what's going on, those pigs in the back of that, and it screams of fear that's going on there, and it's not nice.
I just feel disturbed. Like you could just hear like the horror of it.
So it's disturbed, yeah.
I'm totally disturbed. Yeah. I feel like dead shaky inside and sick. I just didn't.
And do you think it's a good thing to do? Come down and witness this?
I think it is, yeah. I think anyone who actually comes down would never eat a pig again,
They wouldn't.
honestly.
I agree with you. People need to see this, and people won't do this, will they? It's like they won't take the blinkers off. They don't want to know. And
No, but
so-
I don't think people actually understand. That's the thing.
No.
I don't think that it's not a case. Maybe there's people who don't want to know, but there's people. How do you know what you don't know?
So why did you turn vegan?
I'm not vegan.
You're not vegan?
No.
Are you not?
I've been vegan.
Right.
My whole family's vegan. Mum's had a vegetarian
Right.
restaurant. I've had goes of it. My mate brought me down today.
So what's going to happen from today onwards then?
Well, I'm never going to eat a pig again.
You're never going to eat a pig again? What about a cow?
Well,
A chicken? And
yeah.
what's the difference?
There's no difference. We'll see.
Why do you want to carry on murdering shit?
I'm not actually murdering them, am I?
You are murdering them though. Who's murdering them? Those guys in there, they've only got a job because you pay them to.
Yeah.
You won't murder them. You're not doing it directly, but...
No, I'm with you. I hear ya.
What's stopping you? You've done it before.
Nothing's stopping me. I'm just... You asked me the question after today. First off, it's like I'm never going to need to pig again. After tomorrow, maybe when I see a cow, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
But it's exactly the same thing that happens. There's no difference.
Of course it is. I'm just
same issues. It's just all it is. Exactly the same factory.
Yeah.
It'll look exactly the same for a cow as it will for a lamb, as it will for a chicken.
I hear ya.
You need to do it. You're there. I don't know. I don't understand why you sort of.
I'm not turning around and saying I'm not going to be vegan. I'm not turning around and saying I'm going to eat a cow.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm thinking is that you've actually done it and your family's vegan, and I just don't. I'm vegan, but I'm the only vegan in my family.
My mum's been vegan for 20 years.
Really?
And my brother's been vegan. He's a big weightlifter. He's been vegan 8. My other brother's been vegan 6. I'm the only one in our family who's not.
Wow. I've got to find... That's so surprising. What the hell? What the hell?
I know. I'm the black sheep, aren't I?
Look, I've gone smaller now. It's the same height now. Look. Yeah. So oh wow, I find that really weird.
I did last year I did about 2-3. I think I did 2 months completely vegan. You know.
So you've actually...
I think I've had to witness this today.
Yeah.
I think I've had to witness this today.
I agree.
I think anyone who witnesses this, and I think it's a journey. It is. I think a lot of mine has probably been rebellion with my own family.
Yeah, I get. Do you know something? I get that because because my son's
not wanting to conform.
My son's rebelling against me.
Yeah.
The only way he knows how, and that's to carry on doing what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Rather than I have to sit at the Christmas table with them all. It's just like I'm the odd one out. Do you get me?
Yeah, of course.
But after today, there's something. The universe has brought me back round here to witness this today. So. You know.
Well, good on you. Good on you for coming here.
It's just consciousness. I'm meant to have been here, haven't I, to see it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Thank you.
And that's when you were talking earlier on. That's why I wanted, because you can explain it. And I said to my mates before, if I could explain it, if I knew it, you had to educate yourself enough to understand it, to verbalise something.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to speak it. And once I can understand this properly, I will open my mouth and say something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I posted it all today, because...
Great stuff.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.